So dudes, more on the adventure of the wiring on this 1/6 scale series 2 Land Rover. So what you'll see in this video is a quick little look, well quite an in-depth look actually, at the lighting kit that we're installing here, including these Cree LED boards that you can see, which is modified from a pen torch. A few other light systems included as well, so let's go ahead and have a look at all them. As you can see here, we're looking at these. So here we're starting to modify the systems by taking out the existing small gauge wire and soldering in thicker connections and better connections to handle a higher current, because we're going to be running these off various things. So you can see here what we're doing is we're just basically going around, like I said, we're adding thicker gauge wire, we're building up the solder points as you can see on the board here, like a little stalagmite of solder. We're wrapping the wire around it itself, the copper wire, to create a sort of like a ball effect, so wrapping it around and then building up the solder over the top like a cage. So that's that modified, so it's nice and sturdy and solid and can handle much more current and be more durable and reliable in use, so you won't need to modify the system later. So let's move on. Little test of the system here and the setup. So we're going to test those lights we just showed you. There's two of them, so there's a pair either side. This is being tested on about 4.8 volts at the moment, which is about as max as it can handle, but I'm sure that's going to be bright enough, as you can see. So here's the harness made up for the main lights at the front, the rock lights if you will, that sit on the dash. Thicker gauge wire all soldered up, ready for use. And here we see the integration of the main wiring harness, which is the lighting kit provided by what they're claiming is Tamiya, but isn't actually Tamiya. It's a bit of a knockoff, came off AliExpress for a few quid. So that system is the main loom section, and these here, the panels, 1, 2 at the front and the other 2 that connected to it, are integrated into that system, so it all runs basically off the LiPo. Basically doesn't need its own power source or anything like that, which is pretty cool. So this is going to be the control unit, which is actually a Wi-Fi switch, works off a massive voltage range, can work from anything from 5 volt input to a 36 volt input, something like that. So this will be implemented into the system, so I can control it, not power it, but I can control it through Wi-Fi, through my phone itself. And here we see the final light kit fitted. So this is the backlights there. You've got some interior cab footwell lights there that are very bright. You've got a voltmeter checking on the output of everything. You've got the lights up at the top there. You've got the lights on the right, the indicator there. Quite a discreet indicator install. There's some buckets there on the right, that little round one above the indicator. The left hand one's not installed yet, but we're getting there, we're not far off. So this is obviously been completed by now, but this is just a good look back. Cheers for watching, guys.